of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out at 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York, where we're led today by the amazing Commander General YAHANNA. You understand? Give that a hand. You understand? This is the I.S.U.P.K. Houston, Galveston, Beaumont, Port Arthur, and Lufkin Sabbath service. You understand? Where we teach the truth about the Bible, right? Using the the Hebrew and also the English. You understand? So we can give full understanding and context to what the scriptures were saying as we read the Bible as a history book. You understand? So last week we left off at the book of Joshua, chapter 19 and 17. And that's where we're going to pick up today. Let me see. Let's get it all the way together. Okay. See, give us 1 second, Salaki. So if you want to follow along with us in the Hebrew, after we read the prayers, in the Hebrew, then in the English, all you got to do is go to the Bible Hub app, go to INT, which is interlinear, right? Go to the book of Joshua, chapter 19, and go down, press the down arrow, drop down all the way till you get to 19 and 17. And that's where we're going to pick up at Amayim, which means to stand.
Should I do the?
Just do it for you.
Shalom.
Shalom. All right, we're going to read the prayers in the Hebrew and in the English. One for Yahakwadam, which means to turn and face the east. Sar means to turn.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Shabbat
Shemayim. Kodash. Haya. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakuzka. Saba'ah. Ratazayaka. Haya. Aisha. Ba'aratazah. Kawa. Haya. Bashamayim. Natalanawa. Lacham. Ka. Yawam. Wasalak. Kabawat Noah. Kasalak Noah. Kabawat Wala'ah. Ayanawa. Manasayawan. Abal. Awashayanawa. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Wahala. Wataparat. Lawalumyum. Aman. In the English it reads, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. That will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us of our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
This is a kach tapa in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bahashim Yahushua. Baba
Kosha.
Nathananawa.
Hakak. Larapa'ah.
Kamakala. Wakamawa. Hakak. Natahar.
Hamatazariah.
Hakak. Lakoyam.
Hamathayam.
Hakak. Arakawa. Atama'ala. Lagar Shun. Bahashim Yahushua.
The water, Aman. In the English it reads, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you, so be it.
This is bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bahashim Yahushua.
Barakanawa.
Wayasha'ala.
Wahabayah.
Saparium.
Barak.
Bahashim Yahushua.
The water Aman. What we just said was, Lord, in the name of Yahweh, bless us, and Yasha'ala, and the school, in the name of Yahweh, thank you, so be it.
This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah,
Ayanya,
Ahahayim,
Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'aratazah, All your thun, Lamawat, Regalka,
All Yanawam,
Shamarka, Anala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashun, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazolka, Al Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Kayaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka,
Makarai,
Yashamar, Napashka,
Yahweh, Yashamarka,
Taza'ath, Wabawaka, Ma'aitha, Wa'id. In the English it reads, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills. From which cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'ala shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forward and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew.
Alahayim. Al Dala Yamaka.
Al Takarash. Wa Al
Tashakwat.
All
Kayahana.
Our Yabyaka.
Yahamayawan. Wamashanayaka. Sha'awa. Ra'ash. Al-Amyaka. Ya'amiyawan. Sawad. Wiyatayaitazawa. Al Tasapawanyaka. Amarwa. Lakawa. Wanakakyadam. Magawa. Wala'ab. Yazakar. Shum Yasha'ala. Iwad. Kaya.
Na wa ai tazawa.
Na wa ai tazawa.
Lav.
Lav.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Baryath.
Baryath.
Yakawathwa.
Yakawathwa.
Ahoya.
Ahaya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wa Yashamai Aliyam.
Wa Mashai Aliyam.
Mawa Abba.
Mawa Abba.
Wa Hagariah.
Wa Hagariah.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa Aimawan.
Aimawan.
Wa Amalak.
Wa Amalak.
Palashath.
Palashath.
Amishabia.
Amishabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawath.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarwad.
Zarwad.
Laban Yalawat.
Laban Yalawat.
Salah.
Salah.
I.S.H.A.L.A.M.
I.S.H.A.L.A.M.
Kamadian.
Kamadian.
Kasiyasra'ah.
Kasiyasra.
Kayabian.
Kayabian.
Banachol.
Banachal.
Koyashawan.
Koyashawan.
Nashamanmawa.
Nashamatwa.
Bayanda Ira.
Bayanda Ira.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La Adama.
La Adama.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Nadiyatmawa.
Nayatwa.
Waka Arab.
Waka Arab.
Waka Zabah.
Waka Zabah.
Waka Zabach.
Kazabah.
Waka Tazlamanah.
Waka Tazalamanai.
Call Nasia Kumwa.
Call Nasia Kamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amawa.
Amawa.
Nayarasha.
Naarashwa.
Nanawa.
Lanawa.
Atha.
Atha.
Nawath.
Naawath.
Alahayam.
Alahayam.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Kagagala.
Kagagala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Napanyaraka.
Apanyaraka.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Dabi Iri Ira.
Tabayir.
Wakala Haba.
Wakalaba.
Dalahat.
Dalahat.
Aryam.
Hariam.
Khan.
Khan.
Daradapma.
Daradapma.
Basa Irika.
Basa Irika.
Wabasa Wapafka.
Wabasa Wapafka.
Dabahalam.
Tabahalam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Banyaham.
Palawan.
Palawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Yabakwashwa.
Shamka.
Shabkat.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Yabahawa.
Yabahawa.
Wait. Aidi Aid.
Ai.
Wayachapawa.
Wayakapawa.
Waya Abadwa.
Waya Abadwa.
Waya the Iwa.
Waya the Iwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Atha.
Atha.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labadka.
Labadka.
All you want.
All you want.
All Kaharatazan.
All Kaharatazan. In the English it reads, keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O power.
O power.
O not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O power.
O power.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
They have said.
They have said.
Come.
Come.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Yahshua
That the name of Yahshua
may be no more in remembrance.
May be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
the tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Gabal. And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur is also joined with them.
Assur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kaisan.
At the brook of Kaisan.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They become as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Orab.
Make their nobles like Orab.
And like Zeeb.
And like Zeeb.
Yea.
Yea.
All the princes as Zabah.
All the princes as Zabah.
And as Amunah.
And as Amunah.
Who said.
Let
us take to ourselves the houses of the power and possession.
Let us take to ourselves the houses of the power and possession.
O my power.
O my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth a wood.
As the fire burneth a wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high over all the earth.
Art the most high over all the earth.
Sar. Turn it face to front. Yeshabian, which means to sit. Get the most high hand. And prayers, brother. Nice. All right, we're going to get straight to it. This is the book of, it's the book of Joshua, chapter 19, verse 17 in the Hebrew. Don't worry about that. Just go ahead.
Chapter 19, verse 21.
17.
17.
That's where it's highlighted.
It's chapter 17. All right.
19 and 17.
This is the book of Joshua, chapter 19, verse 17 in the Hebrew. Layashakar, Yataza'a, Hagar Rawal, Har Baya Aya, Labanya, Yashakar, Lamash Pachath, Lamash Pacha Watham, verse 18, Wayahaya, Gabawalam, Yazar I Allah, Wahakasa, Wakas Walath, Washa Wanam, verse 19, Wacharayim, Washaya'an, Wa'an Charath, verse 20, Waharabayath, Hakwa Wan, Wa'abataza, verse 27, Warmath, Wa'ayan, Ganayam, Wa'ayan, Hada,
Verse what, Axel?
verse 21, sir. Wabayath, Taza, verse 22, Wapagai, Wahagab war, Wathab war, Wachatazaya ma, Wayabath, see me, Wabayath, Shamash, Wachayar, see me, Wahayar, Dataza I one, Gabawal, Gabawalam, Hayar done, Ariyam, Shasha, Aishara, Wakatazar, Yahan, verse 23, Za'ath, Nagalath, Mata, Banya, Yashikar, Lamash Pachatham, Ha'aryam, Wakatazar, Yahan, verse 24, Wayataza'a, Hagar wall, Hagar wall, Hachamashim, Yashaya, Lamata, Banya, Ashar, Lamash Pachatham, Lamash Pachawathim. Verse 25, Wayahaya, Gabar wall, Halakwath, Wachaya, Yabatan, Wayakashat, Verse 26. Wa'al malak wa'ai ma'aid wa masha'al wa pagai bakar ma hayama wa bash yakawar labanath. Verse 27. Okay. Washab Mazarach Hashamash Bayath Degan Wapagai Baza Balawan Wabagaya Yapathach all Taza Pawana Bayath I.S.U.P.K Wana all Waya Taza'a all Kabawal Masham Ma'al. In English, this is the book of Joshua chapter 19, verse 17 in the English. And the fourth lot came out of Issachar, from the children of Issachar according to their families. Verse 18. And their border was towards Jezreel, and Kasaluth, and Shanim. Verse 19. And Haparium, and Shehan, and Anarath. Verse 20, and Rabith, and Kaisan, and Ebez. Verse 21, and Rameth, and Enganim, and Ehadab, and Bathapezez. Verse 22, and the coast reaches to Tabor, and Shahazimah, and Beth-Shemesh, and the outgoings of their borders were at Jordan, 16 cities with their villages.
Good night, brother. So this is the heritage that Issachar had in the land. You see what I'm saying? Which is very important, right? Because what we pretty much say every week is if you go back and you trace these things, right, according to a biblical map, you will see that land that was carved out by the Most High for Israelites. You see what I'm saying? For the 12 sons and their families of Jacob. You understand? And this is very important, right? Because this inheritance was given to us by the Most High. You understand? Not to man, not by our oppressor. You understand? But this is the Lord showing us what we're supposed to have, man. You understand? And that we're supposed to take pride in. Right. That's the thing that's supposed to have our heads held up high. You understand? Every other nation of people have their own. They have their own plot. I seen a video today where Idi Amin, right, who was a president in Uganda, in one of those countries in that place called Africa, you understand? And he kicked out all the East Indians who own businesses and shops in his land. You understand? And told them, if you try to put shoe polish on, I'm really just, he said, you know what? Be here after the time I give y'all to leave and see what'll happen to you.
Good night.
You understand? That's called an evacuation, brother. And them people had to get on up out of there because that land did not belong to them. You understand? And that is important to understand. What you got?
If I could, like this is why coming back to serving the Most High God is such an important thing. You understand? Because nowadays in America, the land that we could pass down to our children could got taken by an oppressor. You know what I'm saying? For instance, we got a brother down there in Galveston, Texas, right? whose people had abundant of land, right? And the oppressor came down there. I'm gonna give you the PG version because it was much more explicit. You understand what the brother told us? You know what I'm saying? The oppressor told that brother, if y'all do not get about this land by this day, y'all gonna find out what's gonna happen. You understand? But this land that the Most High God has given us is something that cannot be taken once we come back to serving the Most High God again. You understand? Once Christ come back and under His kingdom, can't nobody take this land. You understand? Can't nobody threaten us to take our inheritance from us, man. That's why coming back to our culture is such an important thing, man. You understand? That's why we can no longer settle for the crumbs of America when we have something in store much greater that the Most High God has given us. You know what I'm saying? Right here, this is talking about the land of Isupk, nowadays known as the so-called Mexicans. You understand? Those are our brothers according to the Bible, and they too have an inheritance from the Most High God. You understand? That's all I got.
Most High Christ, get that brother hand. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got land, brother. You know what I'm saying? And no man is supposed to have move that marker, brother. That's a sin. You know what I'm saying? To move somebody's land markers so you can rename the land, brother. You know, and all this is showing is how much our oppressor is going to have to pay for. You understand?
That's nice.
They got a lot to pay for. They got a lot to answer for, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And the Most High, under Christ, brother, when it's our time to evict them up out of there, brother, it's going to happen. You understand? It's going to be a glorious thing, brother. It's going to be a lake of fire.
If I could.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? You see how our brother, our Hispanic brother, is so passionate about Mexico right now. You understand? Imagine how passionate they're gonna be about the land of Isupk. You know what I'm saying? Off the border, what did it say, Jordan?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine how passionate we gonna be whenever we come back to our own land. You know what I'm saying? We need to be just as passionate about that as serving the Most High God, man. So that way we can have these kind of things. And, you know, we ain't got to sit up here. It'll be a reality instead of us teaching what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? The only way we're going to make that happen is by serving the Most High God and coming back to our culture, and blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans loving one another and coming back together.
That's right.
That's the only way this is going to happen.
The only way it's going to happen, brother, because in Christ's kingdom, that's what it's built on. It's built on us actually loving one another, man. You understand? And actually, because that's what a real family does.
Right.
A real family that love one another, right? Everybody knows not to go against them, right? That's just what you know.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? A family that really love each other, and you know if you mess with one of them, everybody else coming, brother, you gonna leave them people alone.
Right.
Like a low down dirty shame, the midgets, brother. He said that a family it's not a family, it's a gang.
Right.
All the midgets chased him up and down the street. Mama. Right. You know what I'm saying? Brother, they know. You know.
You know what I'm saying?
Right? You know, and then the earth is gonna come to us for good counsel, good understanding. We're gonna fix all their problems.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna want to cleave unto us and serve us, brother. Just like in here. Just like what the scripture's saying here. You understand?
And if I could, sir, through with the brother bringing out so heavy, man, that all the other nations are gonna come to us. You know what I'm saying? You know why? After so much abuse that we suffered among these other nations, they're gonna come to us for mercy and grace. You understand? And for charity. You know what I'm saying? We gonna show love to everybody, even because we are better. You know what I'm saying? We are better people. We're not like the other heathens. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna set the world straight. We're gonna bring real world peace. You know what I'm saying? Unlike the what's it called? Unlike the what is it called? The Mirage of America. You know what I'm saying? Where it's not really peace. It's just it's just
you come here and you subjugate yourself.
Right, absolutely.
To white Jesus.
Right, good night.
Right. They went by my house where I stay, there is a East Indian Catholic church, brother. And I'm like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? East Indian, brother. You know, it's insane. I think they're from Sri Lanka or something. I was watching something that the Catholics went over there and made missions out of them and beat them into Catholicism too. I mean, white supremacy is a real thing, y'all. You understand? It is a real thing. But nevertheless, they still have their culture, they still know their language, and they have their history.
Right.
And they can go back and worship their ancestors' gods if they want to.
The Sikh.
You understand what I'm saying? They can worship Shivna and all them if they want to. Brother, if you see them paganistic festivals they have over there, I mean, Jeebus.
Hell on earth.
But, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who would want to be there doing that? You might get eaten over there,
Right,
brother.
yeah, man.
You understand? So that's the whole thing about it, brother. You know, we have a culture here that is rich according to these scriptures, man. We have a culture here, brother. You understand? And it's high time we start being more selfish with our culture, man.
Right.
You understand? It's high time that we start teaching our sons this is how we need to be, and don't love nobody else's daughters or nothing.
Right.
Let's learn how to be selfish, y'all. You understand? Like everybody else does, brother. What you got,
So like I was gonna speak on the East Indians. You know what I'm saying? We gonna clean them people up.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
all the nations, they smell
Right.
bad, brother.
'Cause good night. Have you seen the street food?
Man, brother,
The goop scoop?
The goop scoop. Yeah, there will be no goop scoopage in the kingdom of heaven.
All right, man.
We will not be goop, and all it is an offshoot of what Benjamin did.
Right.
You know, of how Benjamin cooked. The curry, all that stuff. It's just an offshoot of how Benjamin cooks. A nasty, disgusting offshoot of it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And it's high time we leave that stuff alone, brother.
No more foot in the pot.
You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, Facebook parades it on your news feed if you scrolling like it's something good. Brother, ain't nothing but flies and feet, like you know what I'm saying? Flies and feet that be around, you know, while they making that food, brother. And we're watching in amazement. You know what I'm saying? Thank God for brothers like Super Ray to expose this stuff to be disgusting, brother. You understand what I'm saying? We'll want to go to and be led into captivity again by the East Indians. You understand? Oh man, brother. Let's keep going on.
Count sir. Verse 23. So like I'm gonna start back at 22. Verse 22. And the coast reached to Tabor and Shahaz Imah and Beth Shemesh, and the outgoings of the border were at Jordan, 16 cities with their villages. Verse 23. This is the inheritance of the tribe of Issachar according to their families, the cities and their villages.
You see what I'm saying? The Lord gave us cities and villages.
Right.
Villages dwell outside the cities. Gave all that for us to control. You understand what I'm saying? And the people that were there, brother. We didn't destroy all them inhabitants, but since we took it over, brother, we did need servants. You know what I'm saying? That when Christ come back, brother, and we subdue the earth, brother, the only thing I'm lifting is a lash to beat a servant, a slave, brother. That's all I'm doing. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And the only work I'm putting in is bringing back ancestors, brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying?
Good,
Unaliving. You understand what I'm saying? Beating servants into submission, brother. And, you know what I'm saying? And devouring every feminine morsel that I can, brother.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? The spoils of war, brother.
Right.
Keep reading that.
All right. Verse 24. And the fifth lot came out of the tribe of the children of Asher according to their families.
You know what I'm saying? Here go the tribe of Asher, brother. The so-called Venezuelans, the so-called Brazilians, the so-called Peruvians. Go ahead.
Verse 25.
And the Colombians. Good night, brother.
Right.
How could I forget them sisters? Like it.
Shout out on that mouth.
Yeah, come on.
Verse 25. And their border was Helakath and Hali and Bet-10 and Shap. Verse 25. And Alamelech and Ahmad and Mashaal and reaches to Carmel westward and to Shehar Lebanath. Verse 27. And turned toward the sun rising to Beth Dagon and reaches Zebulun in the valley of Jephthael toward
Zebulun.
Zebulun in the valley of Jephthael,
Right, sir.
okay, toward the north side of Bethlehem and Neiel, and goeth out to Kabul on the left hand.
Right. So just to let you know, right, you would, when you were a Christian and you would try to read this, you would not understand what the heck is going on. Yeah, so you wouldn't know what the heck was going on, brother. You just thinking like these are just some words and some names, and this crap is confusing. And then it will tear your flesh, brother, and then next thing you know, you back to smoking weed. You see what I'm saying? You back to getting high. So that's the whole thing, brother. That's why you have to come and be taught, man. That's why Sabbath service is important. You understand? Where you can rehearse the righteous acts, brother, and take back what our oppressor has stolen from us, man. You understand? And that's the understanding of these scriptures, brother. Somebody have to do it? Yeah, go ahead. That's Officer Spy. Yeah. So that's the whole thing, man. And we got to keep on pressing, brother. Got to keep on doing what we need to do so we can take back what's ours, brother. You coming up, sir? Go to. You want him to read 7 more, sir?
7 more.
Conscience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just stay where we at.
All right.
This is the book of Joshua, chapter 19, verse 28. Baran war Chab Hacham one Wakwana Aid Tazayad Yun Rabbah, verse 29. Washab Hagabawal Harama Wa'aid Ayar Mabatazar Tazar Washab Hagabawal Hasa Datazaath Yun, see me, Datazaath Wa Hayama Machabal Akazaya Ba, verse 30. Waima Wapak Wakara, see me, Warkab
What you need, sir?
Irayum Isharayum Washath Yum Wachatazar Yahan, verse 31. Za'ath Wachalath Mata Banya Ashar Lamash Pachatham Ha'iriyum Ha'ala Wachatazar Yahan, verse 32. Labanya Laptali Yaltaza'am Hagarawal Washashya Labanya Naphtali Naphthalia Wa Lamash Pachathim, verse 33. Wayahaya Gabawalam Ma Khalap Ma'alawan Bataza Ainanium Wa'ad Mayum Wanakwab Wayabadna'al Aid Lakawam Haya Wahaya Dataza'ath Yawa Hayar done. Verse 34. Wayashab Hagabawal Yamam Azana Wath Zabawar Wayataza'a Mashum Hawakwak Hawakwakwa Wapanai Wapagai Salaki Wabazaba Lawan Ma Nagab Waba Ashar Pagai Mayum Wabaya Haya Hawa Da I'm tripping. Waba Yahawada Hayar Dun Mazarach Hashamash. Verse 35. Wairiyah Mabatazar Hatazadium Zar Yachamath Tazar Wachamath Rakwath Wakan Rath. Keep reading.
How many verses is that?
That was from 28 to 36.
Read to 39.
Come. Verse 36. Wa'ad ma, wahar ma, wachatazar tazarwa. Verse 37. Wakadash, wa'ad ra'aya, wa'ayan hatazawar. Verse 38. Chatazawar salaki. Verse 38. Wayara Iwan Magadal Wa Magadal Haram Haram Obayath Ainath Wabayath Shamash Ariam the Shai Aishara Wachatazar Yahan. Verse 39. Za'ath Nachalath Mata Banyam Naphtali Lamas Pachathim Ha'ariyam Wachatazar Yahan. Let me revote.
No.
Okay. In the English, this is the book of Joshua, chapter 19, verse 28. And Hebron and Rehob and Hammon and Canaan, even unto the Canaan, even unto the great Zidon, verse 29. And then the coast turneth to Ramah, into the strong city of Tyre, and to the coast turneth to Hassah, and the outgoings thereof at the sea from the coast of Achzib. Verse 30. Umma also in Aphek and Rahab, 22 cities with their villages. Verse 31. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Asher, according to their families, these cities with their villages.
Shout out to Asher. What tribe is Asher? Anybody know?
What tribe or what?
Who are the Asherites today? Anybody in the audience know?
It's only this.
No, you do got your resources right in front of you. I mean, you could find out, right? Yeah, okay.
And B, I said it before we read it.
Oh, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying?
Boys out there asleep. It's too
Yeah,
early, sir.
It's early. I understand. It is early. You know what I'm saying? I got caught with the effects of it. So, like it. What you got?
It wouldn't be too
Microphone?
early. It wouldn't be too early if Christ was on
Microphone?
coming back then. It wouldn't be too early if Christ was on his way back then.
It's never too early.
Mercy.
While we waiting on that, let me give a couple of shout outs, man. I was looking up in the chat, man. I seen a couple of people up in here, man, with us today, man. Who we got here first off? Who is this? Alasia. Give Alasia a hand, man. Who is that? Who is that, man? That's the rib of Officer Yagaram standing here, sitting here with me today, man. My man, 100 grand. Huh?
500.
500?
500.
Hundo? The fever hundo, you know what I'm saying? That's who that is. And she represents him well, first in the chat. Y'all know how it go. Shout out to YAHANNA, you know what I'm saying, out of El Paso. Give her a hand. Y'all know who she about. She comes to serve the Lord. You understand me? Every time.
With the snapback hat.
You know what I'm saying?
Snapback.
Anything you need. You know what I'm saying? She got it. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got? Oh, we got Trooper Gadal checking in. You know what I'm saying? We love to see you, brother. You know what I'm saying? We would love to see you. Oh, yeah, I understand, though. You know, it's kind of early. I get it. Who else we got? We got Sister Nicole Davis out of Jersey City.
Come on, Jersey.
Oh, we got Jersey City with us today?
Jersey.
Shout out to Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Man, we appreciate you showing up, sis, man. We really do appreciate it. Who else we got? Trooper Kamar, you know what I'm saying? Checking in from Anderson, Texas. Anderson. Nigga, you ain't from Anderson. Nigga, you Houston.
He in the country. That's where he at.
Country bumpkin. Hey, shout out to Trooper Kamar, man. We love that nigga to death,
He
man.
probably out there working slavery.
Man, you know how he do it. Who else we got? And we can't forget Nazama Nah, you know what I'm saying? Officer Matabar's Jewel here today. You know what I'm saying? She shows up. Her and Yaquana, they shows up like they the lights. You know what I'm saying?
Like jury duty.
You know what I'm saying? Like jury duty, huh? Love them sisters to death, man. We love all our sisters and brothers that like to show up for our Sabbath service, man. As y'all know, the Sabbath service is a tradition that is held by the Israelites since the Most High gave us the order to do it.
That's
You understand me? We've been holding down Sabbaths, and we've been trying to hold it down here in the I.S.U.P.K. so that we can give everybody the understanding, the full understanding of the Bible. You understand what you have been missing in the Christian church. You know, a lot of us in Christianity thought we knew the Bible, but we really didn't know what the Bible was talking about. You know what I'm saying? In the I.S.U.P.K, we're here to teach you. We're here to clear it all up. You understand me? Because the Christian church comes to muddy up the situation. It comes to confuse you. But we all know the Most High God is not the author of confusion, and his priests and prophets on the earth are not the priests and prophets of confusion. Right. You understand me? So we come here to clear up all the confusion, you know. So what we do here in the I.S.U.P.K is we read in the English and the Hebrew, giving you a full circle understanding of what the Bible says so that you can use that Bible in your everyday life, practically, like the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge of Commander YAHANNA has come to do. You understand me? Now, back to what we were saying. Let's see here.
She even answered the question.
Oh yeah, she answered the question. Let me hear what the officer got to say though. I know he got something for me. What you got?
I don't know how I can forget. I love Colombians.
You love Colombia. That's what I say. I don't know how I could forget. You know what I'm saying? Hey. What the I was about to say that brother
Actually, his dad was Spaniard.
Oh,
they lived in, so he's a heathen.
There that goes. Out the window.
He's Satanian.
Shout out to Colombia though, man. He got some sisters out there, man. You know what I'm saying? We got
and they do too in the DR. Most High Christ for Captain
You know what I'm saying?
Kabash,
Captain Kabash out there.
Yeah, they doing their thing, man.
Going ham out there. I'm like, man, look at these brothers out here having photo ops. I scroll down a little bit more. These niggas putting food and clothes and teachings in everybody's hand in here.
And
I'm
getting
like,
married.
come
And
on,
getting married.
Hey, it's a lot.
Yeah, you know
I wasn't gonna leave that.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Since we talking about it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, they got some beautiful sisters out there, man. Let's make sure that we out here saving our whole Israelite nation. You understand me? Because if you're not doing that, then what are you doing out here on the earth, man? We out here to serve the people in the I.S.U.P.K. And if you want to be a part of that, if you want to stand with us, if you want to be one of those sisters that's making sure that we got water when we out here getting parched, making sure that the word of the Lord is given to the brothers and sisters out here. If you want to be one of those brothers out here standing next to all these good, strong warriors, then make sure you come to the I.S.U.P.K., visit the school nearest you, talk to the camp leader, and let's get to it, man. We ain't nothing to it but to do it, and we here to teach you, man. We here to make sure that you can be right and hold you accountable just like any good friend, like any good brother would. You understand me? Hold you accountable to the things that are required of you. You understand me? And a lot of things are required of us, but they ain't grievous. You understand me? A lot of things are required of us so that we can be great in the earth. And you know what? You know who understand that? Who understood that, as we just read, was the tribe of Asher. They understood that under Joshua. You understand me? They understood what was needed of them and what they had to do in order to get the things that they needed. You understand me? And by them holding on to that obedience, by them following those rules, by them coming under the command of Joshua, they were able to receive inheritance, as the scriptures say, up to 22 cities and villages. You understand me? Now, y'all got to understand, back in the gap, 22 cities and villages was like having 22 countries under your arm.
Right.
You understand me? These were city-states. You understand me? It wasn't just no, you know what I'm saying, oh, you got Houston right here and Austin right here. Just imagine if Houston was its own state. That's how the cities were back then. You understand me? Where people had a lot of power in these cities. You understand? This is what our Most High God gave to our people and our forefathers in the time of our obedience. What you got?
And if I could, sir, it's like the same thing, because Houston is its own entity. Houston has a mayor, which is like the president of Houston.
Come on now.
And Houston has its own laws and systems in place that are different from Austin.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? So it is exactly set up the way it is today, the way it was, sir.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? You are
Right.
110% correct, sir.
No, that's correct. That's absolutely correct. And what we must understand is that by us being obedient now, we will be able to receive these same things. I know these brothers have been going over it while I've been in my absence, but the same thing applies. We've been talking about it for the last few weeks, because as long as we're going over inheritance, as long as we're going over the rewards, we got to figure out what it takes to get to the reward. You understand me? We can't just talk about, you know what I'm saying, our cake unless we talking about what it took to bake it. You understand me? And we need to do everything that we can to get the ingredients. We need to do everything. Y'all remember that? You remember that story about the chicken who was cooking the cornbread? Y'all don't remember that story, huh? You might be a little bit too young for that. Huh? Let me tell y'all something. It got a couple of young whippersnappers in here. We had a mother hen. She was in the farm. You understand me? She kept going around to all the animals like, man, hey, y'all want some cornbread? I want to cook some cornbread, man. Man, I need some help though. I need some help. So we go ask the cow. Be like, cow, man, you come help me pick some of this corn, man. The cow was like, man, I can't pick the corn, man. I gotta do this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, okay, no sweat. So the little hen and this little chick went out there and picked the corn. You understand me? Then we went over there to the pig. He was like, the pig, man, hey, pig, I need some help with squashing some of this corn, man, getting this corn right. I gotta break it down, you know what I'm saying, so that we can eat some bread. He was like, man, you know what? I gotta go clean that slop up in the corner. You know what I'm saying? The pig couldn't help. You know what I'm saying? So the hen went with the chick, went over there, squashed the corn up. Went over to the what's another goddamn animal? Goddamn. I already said cow. Went over to the goat. You know what I'm saying? Me, Mr. Goat. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make us some bread, man, so we can eat, man. I need a little bit of that milk. You know what I'm saying? So we can get it started, man. The goat was like, man, I can't help you get the milk, man. Shit, I gotta go over here and eat some of this grass over here. It's like, God, oh man, you get no help around here, man. So what the hen do? The hen went on ahead and gathered the milk. You understand me? Then went over there to the other animal, that named the lizard, you know what I'm saying, the snake. You know what I'm saying? Told the snake, he was like, man, snake, man, we trying to make sure that we can get some of this food, you know what I'm saying, some of this cornbread, I know y'all like it, you know what I'm saying. Snake was like, nah, I'm out here hissing, man, I'm out here doing my hiss thing, you know what I'm saying, like, God dang, man, we can't, so, fuck it, excuse me. So the hen went on ahead and did what she had to do, got the rest of the ingredients, and then put all the ingredients together with the little chick. You understand me? Put that thing in the oven. You know what I'm saying? They dropped that cornbread on once that cornbread was done, dropped it on the windowsill to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, it could cool down. Soon as it cooled down, all the animals come up to the windowsill like, dang, that cornbread sure do smell good, man. Girl, you doing your thing. And he didn't say, man, y'all can't have no cornbread. Y'all wasn't here to help me. You understand me? Y'all wasn't out here doing the things that y'all needed to do in order for me to get the cornbread. Now y'all coming over here with your mouths open. You feel me? That's what's going to happen to the children of Israel if we don't get back to the obedience of the Most High God. We ain't going to be able to eat no cornbread. We're going to be over there starving. We're going to starve. We're gonna get the consequences of not doing the things that it takes in order to eat the cornbread.
Right.
You feel me? And what we need to do is we need to be making sure that we getting all these ingredients together and we putting that cornbread in the oven so that when the Christ comes back and he pull that cornbread out, that we can all get us a plate. You feel me? That's what our job is. Here, what you got?
If I could, sir, if you ain't plow the field, how you expect to reap the harvest?
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? How you expect anything when you didn't put any kind of work in, no kind of brick in? How do you expect anything from anybody? You know what I'm saying? So
if I could, that's what the problem is being here in America, and that's what has made us servants and slaves, brother. Because if our oppressor don't lay it out on the slop table or put it in the grocery store, brother, we gonna act like, or give it to us through housing or give it to us through food stamps, brother. We act like we don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. It's a high cost being free. Commander YAHANNA say this all the time.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But guess what, brother? You know what I'm saying? Here in the I.S.U.P.K, brother, we teach you the skills on how to be a free man.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And we can relearn the skill on how to farm, to be to grow crops. We'll relearn that, brother, and we'll make them do it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what's so important, and why we got to come back in here and take back these inheritances.
Right.
So
Nah. Get that brother a hand. That was a good point. You know what I'm saying? Like, without us willing to do the things that it takes to get what we need, then we'll never get what we need. You understand me? Everybody can understand that when you're the one that got your hand on the plow. You understand me? This thing about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand me? Everybody knows how hard it is to get things going when you the one working. Mm-hmm. You understand me? This is why we trying to make sure that y'all understand, hey, we could do it way more easier if we had more hands on deck.
right.
You understand me? Think how easy it would be to follow the rules of God if everybody followed the rules of God. We wouldn't even have to be teaching.
That's right.
We wouldn't have to spend all Monday through Fridays teaching class about this because everybody would be a law unto themselves.
That's right.
You understand me? We wouldn't have to do all of this. And that's what the kingdom gonna be. You understand me? Now the precipice of all those stories and all of those breakdowns that I just gave is that having faith in these type of things to happen is meaningless if you're not willing to work towards it.
Right.
You understand me? In the book of James, it says faith without works is dead.
That's right.
And if you're not willing to put in the work that it takes, then how are you going to be able to get the things that you have faith in?
Right.
Like, having faith alone is not going to get you what you need. It's a whole lot of homeless folks out here having faith that, man, one day things going to change. One day. If you're not getting up and waking up and making sure that you can get yourself in a position where you can get something done, then nothing will happen to you. And the problem is we in the nation of these heathen and these devils. You understand me? And they have created a position where it will make it hard for us to get the things that we have faith in. But if you have faith in the Most High God, then you can have what the Christian church always say.
You gotta wait on.
Nah, that ain't what it was. It's another one that they always say about faith.
Without works is dead.
Nah, not that one. I could do all things
Oh, yeah.
Christ is strengthened me.
through Christ who strengthened me. That's a faith statement.
But not sin.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That's something that you say to give yourself encouragement to be able to do all things. You understand me? Well, it needs to be something that you believe and do and follow. If you have if you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, then you can put that pork chop down.
That's right.
You can put that weed down. You can put that cocaine, that methamphetamine, that fentanyl down.
That's right.
And I beg you to put these things down, for the Lord put you down.
Good night.
What you got?
So like I said, they'll have, I could do all things through Christ in a bio with the OnlyFans link right up under it.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm saying? Let's put the OnlyFans away. You know what I'm saying? Let's put the everything else that is abominable for the Most High God. Let's put that away.
You can do all things to be disgusting.
Come on now.
You can do all things to shoot the best jump shot.
They can do all things through Satan who empowers them. You understand me? To do evil.
The devil.
Like you doing all these things to make yourself, put yourself in a worse position with the Most High God. Then you read the Bible every Sunday and think say, "Kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." You say that in your Lord's Prayer.
Good night.
You don't want the kingdom to come, because if the kingdom come and you doing what you're doing, you're going to be on the wrong side of the blade.
That's right.
Like, we trying to get everybody on the right side of the blade, man. Trying to get everybody on the right side of business. Because when Christ come back, it's going to be business being done.
Right.
And you don't want to be on the business side of the whooping stick.
That's right.
You want to be on the whooping side, the whoopers side,
Right.
Not the whippies side. You understand me?
Right.
Like, we gotta make sure that we doing this, and we gotta make sure that we are putting ourselves in position to receive the inheritance, like Asher just did, like what we read about Asher under Joshua, our forefather. Like we gotta make sure that we doing everything we can.
Right.
Because every time you open up your cell phone, you looking at what's happening around the world, you seeing that the world is getting worse and worse and worse. United States is teaming up with Israel, and they teaming up and they bombing Iran and all of these different places, Turkey and all these different things. Egypt. You know what I'm saying? They like the World's War 3 is coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gonna be looking for some kind of savior. Y'all gonna be looking for some kind of divine resource. And your divine resource is gonna be that thing that you put all that you put your spirit into, all that you put your faith into, that's what you're gonna get from that. You're gonna be praying for God, and the God of OnlyFans ain't gonna answer. You understand me? You're gonna be saying, "Jesus, please," and the Jesus of weed Jesus ain't gonna come save you, bro.
Right.
Like, we gotta get ourselves together, man. The time is nigh. You feel me?
It's high time.
High time.
Right.
They say he gonna come back like a what?
Thief in the night.
Like a thief in the night. Come on now. A thief in the night, boy. You gotta sleep with your eyes open.
Real time. At
You
least
feel
one eye.
me?
Right.
At least one eye.
If I could.
Go ahead.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you. A thief ain't gonna tell you when he gonna rob your house.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be prepared for it.
That's right.
As best as you can.
That's right. And lo and behold, we have a document, a blueprint on how to prepare for the thief in the night, right in front of us. You know what I'm saying? It tells us from point A to point B, to point Z rather. You know what I'm saying? How to prepare for the thief in the night.
That's right.
And you know, if you don't have the manual, guess what? You got classes that teach you the manual 7 days out the week here in the I.S.U.P.K. where you can learn how to prepare for the thief in the night.
That's right.
We'll break it down to you just like a class would. We'll break it down to you real easy, make it like training, like work training. You understand me? Hand in hand. Walk you down. We're going to have to get to it, man, brothers and sisters. And we're here for you because we're here with you.
That's right. We're in the community, feeding, clothing, providing water, drink, right? We're in the we go see you in the prison. We'll come visit you, brother. You understand? We're there for you in the storm, right? After the storm, you hungry, just give us a call, man.
That's right.
We'll be there faster than Jackson 5, brother.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Just look over your shoulder, honey. You know what I'm saying? We'll be there.
Ooh,
Right.
we'll be there.
Real tough.
I ain't gonna start singing. The Shauna Pot's gonna get the spirit, man. You know? Come on, man. Get back to the English, man. We gotta see what Naphtali talking about, man. Naphtali got himself ready for the thief of the night. Let's hear it.
Come. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 19, verse 32. The sixth lot came out to the children of Naphtali, even for the children of Naphtali, according to their families. Verse 33. And their coast was from Heleph, and Elon, and Zaananim, and Ademi, Nekeb, and Jabnel, unto Lakum, and the outgoings thereof were at Jordan. Verse 34. And their coast turneth westward to Asnath Tabor, and goeth out from thence to Hakuk, and reaches to Zebulun on the south side, and reaches to Asher on the west side, and Judah upon Jordan down, towards the sunrising. Verse 35. And the fenced cities are Zedim, Zerah, Hamath, Rakath, and Chanareth. Verse 36. And Adamam, and Ramam, and Hazor. Verse 37. And Kadesh, and Edrai, and Enhor, and Ahor, and Hazor. Verse 38. And Iran, and Megadal, and Herem, and Beth Anath, and Beth Shemesh, and 19 cities with their villages. Verse 39. This is the inheritance of the tribe of Naphtali, according to their families, the cities and their villages.
That's like Christ, man. Like, who's the tribe of Naphtali? Officers.
Newly raised officer, your thumb.
Yeah, let's see what your thumb got to say. Get that brother a hand, man. In here looking so one West spiffy.
That's
You
right.
understand me, man? I need to get me one of them. Where you get that from? Goddamn.
Ooh, real. Yeah, real.
See that? Sis.
Damn right.
Sis. Go and get the mic real quick, Baba Kashan.
So like you said, Chile?
Chile.
That's right.
That's
Chile. Well, no,
Who else?
that's is that Asher?
That's
Chile to
Naphtali. Argentina to
Oh
Chile.
yeah, damn right.
There it
Most
is.
High Christ.
There it
You got
is.
So like it officer.
Officer, hey, man.
Fresh off the test.
Hey.
His test over there.
Salaki,
still.
my bad.
It's
My
that
bad,
good.
officer.
His
You know what
test,
I'm saying? Look,
his test still right
it's
there.
hot off the press, goddamn. You know
Off the
what I'm saying? That motherfucker still smoking. boy.
Ink ain't dry. You know what I'm saying? Most High.
That boy, man, hey, man.
Real tongue.
Sorry, officer.
So like
I ain't do nothing. Hey, shout out to the officers of I.S.U.P.K,
hands
man.
up,
Right.
don't shoot.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Look, don't shoot me. That's one outstanding man. We gotta make sure that we show love to all the officers in the I.S.U.P.K, man. All y'all brothers have done y'all work to make sure that y'all are able to come out here and teach, man. It takes a lot of discipline to get to a point where you can take the officer's test and then become an officer, man. You got to learn a lot of things. One of the main things you gotta learn to become an officer is learn how to shut up.
Yeah, tough.
'Cause if you can learn how to shut up, then you can learn how to speak.
And not be emotional.
You know what I'm
when
saying?
talking
Like
to
it's
yourself.
like you learn how to use your 2 ears, then we can teach you how to use your mouth. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But like y'all understand where I'm going though,
In
right?
the spirit, sir.
Like in the spirit. You know what I'm saying?
With content.
We can make sure that you understand exactly how to teach because you learn how to listen to the teachings. You understand me? And that takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of discipline. You feel me? Like I'm one of the brother. When I was a trooper, boy, y'all ain't never heard the stories of when we was troopers, huh? They used to fire ourselves up. You understand me? Why? Because we ain't know how to shut our mouth up. You know what I'm saying? We was on Facebook. You stupid Christians think that you can do. Like, nigga, we was doing the most. We had good officers that was above us that'd be like, hey, Salaki, if I could, man, check your DMs, check your texts. We check the DMs. He'd be like, this one officer, man. This one officer used to call a nigga and be like, hey, Shalom, Lord of Christ, I you good? All right, no sweat. Hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Real time.
Like, shut up, Ak.
Officer, text him. Check him.
Don't teach. Listen. Soak in. And you know what? I listen. And that's why I'm here today. You know what I'm saying?
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Most High in Christ. You know, what did the Lord say, Amos 3:2? Somebody give me that real quick. The Lord said this through the prophet Amos. What Amos said? 3:2.
I got it, sir.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
The Most High only knows us.
Real time.
You understand me? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the Most High only knows us. We the only family on the entire earth. This ain't one of them world scriptures where we got to break down what world is.
Right.
They told you on the earth that the Most High only knows one family, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We are that family.
That's right.
And what did the Most High say?
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Therefore, when it's time to get punished, we gonna get punished. That being said, as we go throughout our days and we trying to figure out why are we getting punished? Well, you're getting punished because we the only family that the Most High knows. You understand me? And with that punishment, just like a father punishes his child, that punishment is not out of hatred. That punishment is out of love.
That's right.
You feel me? I love you so much that I'm willing to waste my time punishing you when I could easily just take my time somewhere else and go do something else.
Right.
I could easily do that. I could easily go do that with my time. See, the problem with the Christian church is they like to teach that we gonna be blessed this, we gonna be blessed that, but y'all not teaching us that the reason why we getting punished and knowing the reason why you get punished is what'll give you the understanding of what to do and what not to do. It'll basically give you the baseline of what's happening and why. And when you know what's happening and why, then you can know what to change and why. Because I don't want this happening to me no more, so I'm gonna do this different.
Right.
And that's what the blueprint was here for. That's the constantly flowing river of water that's flowing throughout the scriptures.
Right.
Telling us the same thing. We just got to make sure that we opening up our ears, our 2 ears, and shutting our mouth so that we can hear it. So that we receive that correction, we can hear the lesson, and we can follow it.
Right.
Then we'll be ready to receive the reward of our patience and our discipline. Go ahead.
Right. If I could, sir, Well, one of the most important things that I see due to Christianity that has seduced black people is we believe that you can do one thing and I can do what I feel like is right for me. You see what I'm saying? I ran into a brother that was running for constable. He trying to get people out there to vote. I said, brother, I said, y'all, what has voting, we've been able to vote for over 150 years. What has it done for black and Hispanic people, y'all? Has it helped us? And they said, well, no. The sister was like, well, no. But, then, the husband, he had this prepared thing of saying, well, you know what? I go to God and I ask God before I make any decision and I wait on him. I was like, okay, brother, all that sounds good too. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they've been telling us. That you need to tell black people when you're leading them, right? But can you actually give me a heartfelt and a factual statement how voting and telling black people to vote has helped us as a people?
Right.
And the sister looked and she was like, brother, you know what? You are right about everything that you're saying. And then I said, but y'all gonna keep on voting and keep on trying to tell black people to vote, right? But this is all we can do. No sweat, sis, right? Or what should we do is ask if there is an actual solution.
Right.
Can we do that? Instead of practicing insanity,
Come on
which
now.
is keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result.
That's it.
And that's what makes us look stupid in front of these people.
Right.
That's what makes it, that's why they know they can just pay another brother, right? Like LeBron James, he's on this downscale out. So they need to find another Negro, you understand what I'm saying, that they can push and say, you know what, this is the success of the NBA. You see what I'm saying? We'll pay him, give him all the money, and he'll be the next progressor of making black people think that you're doing okay in America. Well, look at LeBron James, right? Because nobody cares about Michael Jordan anymore, right? So they're looking for the next Negro, right? Same thing with Angel Reese and the white girl, right? You know what they did? That looks so familiar. How they put black and white against each other to boost up the views they did that in the NBA too with Magic Johnson with Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Did they not? They're doing it right now. And guess what it's doing for the WNBA? It's boosting its views. You see what I'm saying? Brother, there is nothing new under the sun, y'all.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But the problem is when we go to thinking that one brother can do one thing, you can do whatever you feel works for you, brother. That's dividing us.
Come on now.
And that goes against our commandments strictly, y'all.
Come on now.
Salaki, what you got?
Salaki, sir, even with all LeBron James' success and fame, a white woman was still able to tell him, shut up and dribble.
Talk.
Basically, know your place, slave.
Good night. That's cold. That's cold. She did that too. You know what I'm saying? He had his little show where they in the barbershop, right? I don't even know if anybody even watched that show. Yeah.
Terrible.
She
Terrible
shut
show.
it down with telling him to shut up and dribble. Shut that thing down. Salaki.
And if I could, after that, wasn't he ready to leave the NBA and start up his own league?
He was talking about doing that
And
too.
then they had to bring in Barack Obama, another oppressor. Barack Obama is not black; he's an African.
Just because he know the handshake.
Right,
Just because he know the Negro handshake, brother.
right. They had to bring him in to
Seduced by a handshake.
right. That's what I was just about to say.
Jesus,
I was just about to
brother.
say that.
Come on,
That's
man.
how I know we one body, man. He seduced him into shutting that whole idea down. You know what I'm saying? Because they would have understood the power of the impact that would have had on the NBA of them losing a powerhouse like LeBron.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And probably told him too, if I could, LeBron, you don't want that type of pressure. You know what's gonna happen if you make that type of stand. You remember what happened with Martin Luther King, right? If you make that type of stand, right, and you show the force that black people actually have in America, right, by being able to boycott and showing black people that true wealth is y'all sticking together, not the $1.4 trillion y'all make a year that we rob out your pockets in 6 hours, right? No, don't do that, LeBron. You don't want to do that, player. You know, you get a bullet in your head. So like you said.
Man, go ahead.
That's
I
crazy.
think we good. We go ahead. Go back to the Hebrew.
Come, sir. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 19, verse 40. Lamata, Banya, Dan, Lamas Bechathum, Yataza'a, Haga War, Hashab Ya'aya. Good night with it. Where did it go? Oh, that's it. Verse 41. Wayahaya, Gabawal, Napalatham, Nachalatham, Tazara'aya, Wa'ashath, Awal, Wa'ayar, Shamash. Verse 42. Waya Ailab Yun, Lawan, Wayath La. Verse 43. Wa'ayal, Lawan, Wathaman Tha. Wa'aikwar Wan. Verse 44. Wa'al Lath Kwa, Wagabath Wan, Waba'ai Lath. Verse 45. Walahad, Wabunya, Barak, Wagath, Ramawan. Verse 46. Wamaya, excuse me. Hayar Kwawan, Waha Wakwawan, Aim, Hagabawal, Mawal, Pawa, Yapawa. Verse 47. Wayataza'a, Gabawal, Banya, Dan, Maham, Waya'ayal, Lawa, Banya, Dan, Wayal, Chamua, Aim, Lasham, Wayal, Kadawa, Iwatha, Wayakawa, Awata, Lapaya, Harab, Harab, Wayashua, what's the good name? Wayarashua, Awatha, Wayashabwa, Ba, Wakra'awa, Lalal Sham, Dan, Kasham, Dan, Abaraham. Verse 48. Za'ath, Hachalath, Mata, Banya, Dan, Lamas Bechatham, Ha'ariyam, Ha'ala, Hachataza, Rayaham, Han. Verse 49. Wayakawa, Lanachal, Atha, Harataza, Lagab, Wal, Thaya, Wayatanwa, Banya, Yasha'ala, Machala, Nachala, La Yahawasha, Ban, Nawan, but thou will come. Verse 50, Al Paya Yahweh, Nathanwa, Lawa Atha, Ha'ar Ashar, Sha'al Atha, Damanath, Sarach, Bahar, Aparium, Wayabana, Atha, Hayar, Wayashah Ba. Verse 51, Allah, Hanachal, Ashar, Nachawa, Alayazar, Hakahan, Wayahawashai, Ban, Nawan, War, Ashaya, Ha'abawath, Lamatawath, Banya, Yasha'ala, Bagarwal, Washalah, Lapanya, Yahawam, Pathach, Aha, Mawa'id, Wayakawa, Machalak, Atha, Haratazah.
It is. All right. Go ahead in English.
Stop there at 38.
You said what?
Oh, I started at 40. So like,
Right.
this is the book of Joshua, chapter 19, verse 40. And the 7 lot came out of the tribe of the children of Dan according to their families. Verse 41. And the coast of their inheritance was Zerah and Eshtaol and Irishamesh. Verse 42. And Sha'alabin and Jalan and Jalah. Verse 43. And Elon and Damanatha and Ekron. Verse 44. And Elateke and Gebatan and Balaath. Verse 45. And Jehud and Berin ben E Barak and Gathramam. Verse 46. And Majarkan and Rakan and Rakkan with the border of Japho and with the border before Japho. Verse 47. And with the coast of the children of Dan went out too little for them. Therefore the children of Dan went up to fight amongst Lashem against Lashem and took it and smote it with the edge of the sword and possessed it and dwelt therein and called Lashem Dan after the name of Dan their father.
Ooh, brother. That's a mighty tribe, brother.
Right.
The tribe of Dan today is engulfed within the tribe of Manasseh.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, so Samson, Samson somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Mixed up in there.
What you gotta understand is, for one, the heavy thing that y'all gotta see out of this point is that when the Lord with you, can't nobody stand against you. You feel me?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord out here giving out inheritance, and these brothers like, okay, well, goddamn, we ain't got enough room for all our people, man. Who's that over there?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and take that too.
It looks.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
And they had done so well for the Lord,
right,
that the Lord saw it fit that they take that city.
Right.
You understand me? The Lord saw it fit. How do we know that the Lord saw it fit? Because they took it.
Right. the Lord saw fit when they drew out their swords and said, "Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go take it."
Because the Lord's a man of war.
Come on, man. Like, I mean, and what we must understand is, from that, is that, well, I mean, we just said this quote earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got the Lord on your side, if you got the Lord, you got Christ, you got the Most High God on your side, then you could do all of these things.
Right.
All these things that you think are impossible out in this world right now, we sitting up in the world, we thinking like, how the hell is we gonna be in control of the earth? We can't even get CUNY Homes under control. Well, you know what? You know how we could do it? Is we do what the Lord told us to do.
Right.
We start doing what the Lord told us to do, then we ain't got to worry about taking over CUNY Homes and Western Square and Dead End.
Right.
All we got to worry about is taking over our own spirit, taking over them demons that's trying to take a hold of us, taking over the discipline and making sure that we doing what the Most High God wants us to do. Then the Most High God going to give us all the strength we need. You going to, like, that's, who's the brother? Was that Joshua going on? No, was that Joshua going to war?
Sir.
Yeah, and this was Joshua.
In the valley of
You know what I'm saying? And he trying to number all his people, trying to get a whole lot more people with him to the war. And the Most High God made his number smaller so that everybody would know, hey, this was me who done it.
No, that was
No, that wasn't Joshua.
no,
What was that?
that was
That's
start with an E.
who was that? Hey, I gotta find it real quick. Give me a second.
Lord, he said, watch the ones at the water hole, how they drink. The ones that drink this way, that's the ones you send home. What's that brother's name?
Give me 1 second, man. I can't miss this one. Gideon, goddamn
Gideon,
it.
start with a G. Yeah, Gideon.
Die one.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, man.
Keyword.
You know what I'm saying? Gideon had his people out there, and he trying to take his people to war,
To fight thousands,
to fight thousands of people, and
tens of thousands.
the most High God said, "Hey, whatever brother is drinking their water like this, then lead them back." You understand me? To dumb the numbers down, to water the numbers down. You feel me? Why? Because if you come with too many numbers, then these people gonna think that you did it alone. We're gonna make your number smaller so that you know for a fact that you done it with the power of the Most High God.
Right.
And that's why we don't need to be worried about us being 16% of America.
Right.
We don't gotta worry about us being such a small number on earth. As long as we doing what the Most High, look, we don't even have to worry about none of that because Christ gonna come back and he's gonna save the men and women and children who are doing what he says to do.
That's right.
And that number gonna be small,
Right.
but we still gonna win.
And if I could, sir, like back then, brother, we had to actually fight, and your life was actually in danger, brother.
Come on now.
Now, our warfare is not even carnal.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Our warfare, we ain't got to draw swords. You know why? Because we don't have them. You know what I'm saying? Our warfare is spiritual, brother. So if you stop being a disgusting bastard, brother, and then you're one plus a man that Commander Junior YAHANNA can use. If you could just fight your carnality, if you could just fight not feeding your flesh, right? If you could just fight not having your rod feel good, brother. You see what I'm saying? Then you can join this fight, brother.
Come on now.
Salaki, sir.
Life is warfare. And if the weapons of our warfare ain't carnal, then your warfare gotta be spiritual.
Right.
You got to fight every day. Every one of us fight every day, believe it or not. Just because we're officers in this troop don't mean that we don't fight every day. We have our own battles that we fight every day. And all these individual battles that we are taking on as a conglomerate, as a team, as a body, we're gonna win. Because we're always fighting.
That's right.
Because we wake up and we never we never lose that will to fight.
Right. Did not Paul say, I die daily?
Come on now.
Did not Paul say, I make myself a living sacrifice?
Like
You got to fight every day.
every day. And if you're not willing to fight, I know times get hard. I know it get hard to fight sometimes. But see, that's why it's so important that you don't ever be caught fighting alone. Like, any of us that's been in the world long enough, you understand me, understand that when you got people around you that care about you, it's always better to have them than to be walking around solo.
Right.
You understand me? Like, I say it like this. We used to go to like My Park 16 back in the day.
The movie theater, yeah.
Movie theater.
It could go down.
Yeah, it could go down.
Astroworld.
Astroworld. Oh, it could go down.
It was definitely going down at Astroworld.
So what you had to do is you had to Astroworld. It was the old theme park that used to be in Houston. I know y'all, some of y'all before some of y'all time. You're like, Astroworld, what is that? Like, what is that? I've never heard of that.
That parking lot area.
You know what
over
I'm
there
saying?
by
That big old parking lot across the way from the Texas Stadium. That's used to be Astroworld. That big old lot right there. That used to be Astroworld. You feel me? We used to have to go to Astroworld, and we could not go by ourselves. We never go to Astroworld alone. You always go with some people around you. Why? Because those are the people that'll make sure that you don't fight your battles alone. If somebody try you, if you have to go to war and you don't have the strength, there's always somebody there that has your back that can help you and hold you up when you can't hold yourself up.
Depending on what hood was deeper that day.
Come on now, like, even if the hood is deep, guess what? You still ain't got to do it alone.
Right.
You still got somebody there that, you know, hey, look, this is tough. I know.
Right.
This is tough, man. And you know what? Lord allow we make it through.
Real tough.
But if we don't, guess what? You still not alone. Even if we don't make it through, I'm still going to be with you.
Right.
That's the power of brotherhood.
That's right.
And that's what we teach here in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commanders in YAHANNA. With this brotherhood and sisterhood, you never have to worry about being alone. These demons of depression, these demons of sloth, these demons of I can't make it, I can't do, I can't. One thing I love about Isupk, them some Mexicans.
Yeah, you feel me?
Unknown caller.
Come on now, Bill Collector.
Right.
One thing I love about Shemawan, them some Dominicans.
Real tough.
We some Negro cans too,
You
goddamn.
feel me?
Real tough.
We can do it together. Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. That was our order. We have to come together.
That's all we got
So
to do.
with us coming together, we gather our strength, and like what the Officer Gabo, I love to do this. Let our powers combine, Captain
Real
Planet.
tough.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta let our powers combine.
Real
Right.
tough.
You understand me? And the Lord ain't with numbers, but the Lord absolutely with brothers sticking together.
That's
Right.
right. He be,
Absolutely with that.
He be in the midst.
You understand me? All it takes is the midst of two or three.
Right. With courage.
You know what I'm saying, me?
Get you strong.
The Lord ain't gonna with you when you're in the midst of one. That's the what you gotta understand with the scripture. In the midst of one, the Lord gonna be with when there is 2 or 3 people gathered in the Most High's name, then He'll be there. So as long as you got your brothers on your side, then you can and you doing what the Lord's will, you following the Lord's will, you can expect the Lord to be with you. What you got, Yabaka?
I just wanted to say an example of what you're saying is the I.S.U.P.K versus the IUIC. You know what I'm saying? Our numbers are smaller than theirs. They got,
Well, we're not going to say all that.
Asalaki.
We're not going to say whose numbers are greater. We're not going to say that. Because, you know what I'm saying?
Numbers don't even matter, really.
It don't even
But
matter.
but the point you're trying to make is a perfect point, because see, one on the other hand cares about numbers and the other doesn't. You understand me? We in the I.S.U.P.K, we don't care about how many. Matter of fact, the general loves to say this, and I agree with it wholeheartedly. But we gather strength when we lose men.
That's right. Through subtraction.
Through subtraction, strength through subtraction. You understand me? As people who are not willing to follow the Most High God and His path fall off, we get stronger.
That's right.
We don't want a whole lot of people here that's not willing to do what the Most High God wants us to do. We want people here that's willing to fight.
That's right.
We can't do nothing with a bunch of people who ain't willing to fight.
You just purple
purple and gold marching men's.
I can't go to Asherworld I can't go to Asherworld with 3 or 4 niggas from the cheerleading squad that just want to, you know what I'm saying, cheerlead and want to scream.
Right.
I need niggas that's gonna throw hands.
Straight up.
And we gonna all fight together, and we gonna put our backs to each other's backs, and we gonna make sure that don't nobody get dropped.
Real time.
Real warrior spirits. The Lord is a man of war. These are real men of the Lord.
Right.
That's what a real man of the Lord looks like. That's the characteristics of a real man of the Lord. That's willing to fight every day against the things that take me away from the things that the Most High God wants of me. If you're not willing to do that, then you count your manhood and your godliness and your spiritualism and your whatever your faith short.
That's right.
Count your faith short. If you can't fight every day, then you don't have faith. I'll say that. Let me make it clear. Ain't no faith in a person that ain't willing to fight. Because if you ain't willing to fight, then you ain't putting in the work. Fighting is work. That's part of the work. You got to fight every day. Every day you wake up in that little demon in your ear telling you, hey man, show would be nice.
Right.
You fighting that every day would count towards your character, count towards your godliness, count towards your being a man of the Lord or a woman of the Lord or a child of God.
Right.
That'll prove to yourself that you are that when you defeat it. And then when you can't defeat it, when it comes too strong for you, you call one of your brothers who you know is strong, and you allow them to help you stand strong against these demons.
That's right.
Because without brothers, then you can't stand with God. God ain't gonna stand with you, man. God ain't sent Joshua out there one deep.
Right.
The Most High God could have done anything that he wanted to do, but he sent Joshua out there with his brothers. And they stood strong, and they beat everybody who ran against them. We gotta lead by. We gotta follow the examples that have been put before us. Stop thinking that we're gonna rewrite the book. We can't tweak the orders. We can't tweak what's been given to us. We have to follow it, and following it will give us the path to success. This is what inheritance means. This is what it takes to get the inheritance. Fighting every day. Joshua proved it. The book of Joshua, all throughout it, we spent 2-3 months going over the book of Joshua and how much fights this brother was getting into. And all those fights was not just faith. He wasn't just saying, man, the Lord's gonna bring us land, and just sitting there praying and what the Hail Mary, get the beads twice, what they be saying? I don't know what the Catholic Church be saying. They wasn't doing praise and worshiping. Wasn't speaking the tongue of angels that no one can prove is the tongue.
Good night.
You know what I'm saying? They wasn't doing all that craziness. They went out there, they gathered themselves together. They followed what the Most High God told them to do and all those things that they wasn't fighting. And then when the Most High told them to go fight, they went and fought. And they battled. They got bloody. And they didn't lose a lot of men. They didn't. They didn't look like they came out on top of all of the people that it was like a landslide every time. Even when they were outnumbered. We got to come to that same understanding. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We have to gather that same spirit. If we don't gather that spirit, then we gonna be defeated. We gonna get demolished. And when Christ come back, he gonna be like, I never knew you. Because you wasn't willing to fight for me. You wasn't willing to be hated for me. You wasn't willing to put your back against your brother's back and show that you got what it takes. So why should I show what it got? So why should I give that to you? You didn't earn it. You don't deserve it. We got to show the Most High God in Christ that we deserve all those things that are written in the book. There's only one way to do it that I suggest here on earth in this wicked world is to come into I.S.U.P.K and the Commander YAHANNA and learn how.
Right.
Because if not, man, you out here swinging blind, one deep, by yourself. Imagine a church full of people and everybody fighting alone. Don't nobody know how to fight for real.
If I could, sir, it'd be a scene from Billy Storm's Roof.
Come on now. The oppressor, the devil coming in with guns, and y'all out here trying to pray the gun away. You got to fight. That's a hell of a image to put in your head. Like, that demon comes to your temple every day with a gun. Are you going to pray or are you going to fight that demon? Are you going to pray that his gun gets pushed away or are you going to fight that gun away from that demon every day? Because the demon coming to kill, to steal, kill, and destroy, huh? That demon trying to kill you. You're going to end up like our sisters and brothers that lost their lives in South Carolina? Or are you going to fight until your death? I'm willing to fight, me. I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight for my life. I'm going to fight to live.
Right.
I don't want to die. I ain't giving up. Because why? Because he who endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. We got to endure. We got to have that warrior spirit, and we got to fight until it's over with. Go ahead and read the rest of them, man. We got to get up out of here.
Come. Verse 48, this is the inheritance of the tribe of Dan according to their families, these cities with their villages. Verse 49, when they had made an end of dividing the land for an inheritance by their coasts, the children of Israel gave an inheritance to Joshua, the son of Nun, among them. Verse 50, according to the word of the Lord they gave him in the city which he asked, even Timnath, Serah, and Mount Ephraim, and he built the city and dwelt therein. Verse 51, these are the inheritance of Salakia. These are the inheritance which Eleazar the priest and Joshua son of Nun and the heads of the father of the tribes of Israel divided for an inheritance by lot and Shalah before the Lord, Salakia, and by the lot in Shiloh before the Lord at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. So they made an end of dividing the country.
This is how we got all our land in the promised land. This is how it was all divided, man. If you're willing to do what it takes, if you're willing to fight every day, if you're willing to follow what the Most High God says to do, and you're willing to have the faith in Christ that allows you to pick that weapon up and fight, then you in the right place, and you will receive the inheritance the Most High God says you will receive.
Right.
But we got to do it as a team. This ain't no individual sport. This is a team sport. And all of us got to come together so that we can make sure that this happens. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, if you are looking for a place to come, the I.S.U.P.K is here so that you can come and learn how to be a warrior, not a chump. Sisters, you got to fight like your war every day. But you stop not being a dragon to your man.
Right.
Your war every day is not being a better mother than the Leviathan, the Leviathan, whatever.
Real talk.
Damn monster, sea monster.
The wicked beast.
Even a sea monster let the child suckle at his breast. You got to be a better mother than the sea monster.
Right.
Be a better wife than these dragons out here on the earth. Be a better sister than these demons out here twerking on OnlyFans. To the children, y'all gotta be good too. To your parents and become strong adults. What you got up?
So like, yes, sir, if I could, I just wanted to say, it's wild to think about how our inheritance is so big to the point where 12 tribes were able to divide the lands amongst them. And now we've been reduced to nothing but basketball players and athletes,
Entertainers.
comedians.
Comedians.
Actors.
Wow, bro. It's wild.
So if I could,
It's wild.
what the brother is saying is so heavy, man. We being reduced to court justice.
Come on now.
That's crazy.
What the scripture say? I've seen princes. I've seen servants riding on horses and princes as slaves. What their brother brought out as heavy as hell. Like, the Lord had us set up. Like, imagine being in the penthouse. And and the one thing you had to do to stay in the penthouse, you stopped doing it. Now you in the poorhouse. And the people that was supposed to be cleaning the people that was cleaning the penthouse, then snuck their way into the penthouse. And now we looking at the penthouse from the ground floor, looking up. Go ahead.
Okay, sir, if I may, what you're saying is heavy is like we starting all over again, like how he brought Adam from the dust. Now we got to be brought from the dust all over again.
Come on now. Ain't we tired of coming from the dust? Like some of y'all come up out the dust like every 3 months.
Right.
Instead of holding your strength and being with your brothers, you fall into the dust every chance you get a chance. You let the demons take over you. Every time that demon come around with the right weapon, you fall. And then try to use the scripture. The just man fall. You ain't just, man. Ain't nothing just about you.
You ain't a saint.
You ain't a saint, brother.
Who fell down?
Like, stop making excuses and pick up your goddamn weapon and let's go fight so that we can receive our inheritance. And when I say weapon, I'm not talking about pistols and knives and stuff.
Right.
YouTube. I'm talking about the weapons that are not carnal, the spiritual weapons, the weapons of togetherness, the weapons of obedience, the weapons of discipline, the weapons of godliness that'll put us in a position where the Most High God can fight all of our battles for us. It's time for us to get it together, man. With that, go ahead and mark it. Chapter 20. We're going to start back at chapter 20 next week. Men of Israel, Majim, which means to stand.
Tuck and push up. Careful behind. Okay. Certainly, sir.
SHALAM.
SHALAM. Salute the Torah. Shimmy Al-Shabarak-Yah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshabrak, yeah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshabrak, yeah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshabrak, yeah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshabrak, yeah. Yeah, take scroll. Switch spots.
Yahweh Shem Yahshabrak, yeah.
Keep it on.
All right, Amayim Wapa Yahakwadam. So we're going to turn the face east and say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew and English.
The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Badash.
Wadash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakwatka.
Malakwatka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah. Wadzaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'aratazah.
Ba'aratazah.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Natalanawa.
Natalanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Kal.
Kal.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalaknawa.
Wasalaknawa.
Kabawatnawa.
Kabawatnawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kabawatnawa.
Kabawatnawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Taba'ayanawa.
Dabayaynawa.
Banasaya
Banasaya one.
Abal.
Abal.
Awashayanawa.
Awashaynawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rad.
Rad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Wahala.
Wahala.
Watapara.
Wahatapara.
Awalamim.
Awalamim.
Aman.
Aman. In the English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come,
thy kingdom come,
thy will be done,
thy will be done
in earth,
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day,
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive us our debts,
and forgive us our debts,
as we forgive our debtors,
as we forgive our debtors,
and lead us not into
and
temptation,
lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from
For
evil.
thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
All right, with that song. Yeshabim to the sisters, which means to sit. We're going to do a courtesy salute to the men. Men of Israel. Amaya Shabbat. Amaya. Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahshabrak. Yahya Matah. Sar. Face the sisters. Sisters. Imagine, which means to stand. Sisters. Excuse me. Brothers, we're going to do one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel. Amaya Shabbat. Amaya. Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahshabrak. Yahya Matah. Dismiss.